Welcome to our lecture online. Now let's apply the chi-square test of goodness to tossing a coin 200 times. And let's say that 107 times we got heads and 93 times we got tails. So we want to see if that coin was a good coin. Does it give us the kind of probability that we're close to the expected value using this test of goodness? So how does that work? Well, we have our equation here where chi-squared equals the sum of the difference squared between the theoretical value and the experimental value. So here, of course, the theoretical value would be 100 heads and 100 tails. So that means that chi-squared will become equal to the difference, which is 107 minus, that should be a minus sign, minus 100 quantity squared divided by the theoretical probability, which is 100. And then we add that to, because we're summing, 93 minus 100 quantity squared divided by 100. So this is equal to 7 squared over 100 plus 7 squared over 100, which is 49 over 100. Let's see here, 49 over 100 plus 49 over 100, which is 98 over 100, which is 0.98. And so for our convenience, we added another row in our table where the number of possibilities n is equal to 2. So we either heads or tails. And so we look up 0.98 in the table. So 0.98 falls right in between here. And notice that this is a 0.39 away from 1. This is 0.55 away from 1, 3955. The difference is 0.8 and 50. So it's a little bit closer to here than it is to there. So probably about 68%, but we'll show you in just a moment how close my estimate is. So that means that the test of goodness says probability is equal to 68%. All right, 68%. That means that this is kind of, if the coins are good, that's kind of a low value. We'd expect a much higher value than that. After 200 tosses, we expect to be a little bit closer. But, 68% still is 2/3 towards the probability that the coins are good and that the test results are what we'd expect them to be within a certain bounds. We're hoping for a little bit higher number. But how exactly do you come up with this number right here? So let's try to do that. So notice that it is between 0.8 and 0.5. That's, of course, what we call the level of confidence. Other way of saying the probability in this case. And so we know that it fell at 0.98. So what we want to do is we want to do an extrapolation from 0.446 all the way to 1.39. And where does 0.98 fall? Where in that range does it fall? And we know on the low end here, we have a level of confidence of 0.8, and at the high end, we have a confidence level of 0.5. So we do an extrapolation. What's the fraction above the low value? We'll come up with the same fraction above the same fraction relative to 0.8 or 0.5. Notice that here the numbers go up, here the numbers go down, but it'll be the same fractional change. So let's see what the difference is. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 0.39 and subtract from that 0.446. So that's 10 minus 6, which is 4, 8 minus 4, which is 4, and that would be 2 minus 4, which is 8. So 0.844 is the range from here to here. So what fraction do we have when we go from 0.46 to 0.98? So let's do that. Or in other words, we can come from the high number. So 1.39 minus 0.98. That would be 0.41. And so notice, what is the fraction from there to there? So the ratio 0.41 divided by 0.844 is equal to 0.41 divided by 0.844. We get 0.486. or 48.6% from the high value. In other words, 0.98 is 48.6% from 1.39 down to 0.446. All right, so we want to have the same drop down from 0.5 to 0.8. Notice that this is a 0.3 difference, so it is 48.6% of that range. So in this case, we go, what is 48.6% of the difference between these two, which is 0.80 minus 0.50. So the difference is 0.3. So we take that number times 0.3. That gives us 0.146. Let's call it 0.15. So it would be equal to 0.15. Wow, that's almost right in the middle. Yeah, that's right enough, right in the middle. So from the low value, so that would be, so notice here we had it from the high value because we calculate the difference from the high value down to 0.98. Here we calculated the difference on the low value to from the low value to what we had here. Well, what we're looking for, the number we're looking for. So we know we're going to be 0.15 away. So add that to this. So we have 0.50 plus 0.15, which is 0.65 or 65%. And my initial estimate was 68%, so that's kind of a bad estimate. So we're going to change that to 65%. Well, I suppose close enough, 68, 65%. So what we did here is we simply extrapolated what percentage of the value are we away at 0.98. Where does it fall between 1.39 and 0.446? We notice that it fell 48.6% from the high value, and so we want to be 0.46%, 48.6% from the low value towards this value right here, which is about 0.15, added to that, which gives us 65%. So you can see you can do a quick initial estimate, or you can do an extrapolation. Either way, we have what we call the level of confidence, 65%, that the coins are good and that the test is a valid test. And that is how it's done.